I'm on my way to the competition right now. My eyes are bloodshot red. I don't know. I slept 8 hours, but I don't know. Man, I'm nervous, so I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It's not like I'm competing for some national level ranking, and I'm not even competing to do, the best numbers I can, because I haven't trained bench in months. So my bench is gonna be like 100 pounds off. I have not trained bench one time in the past 2 months. But still, just going out there, putting yourself out there in front of everybody. I still gotta show up for squat and deadlift. Still gotta try to hit a PR on both of those. And it's not even just the fact that I'm trying to hit a PR in front of everybody, but my friends, everything, my family, my wife. But it's also squatting a max attempt with no spotter arms. I mean, if you guys follow my videos, sometimes I bomb out in the bottom. Sometimes I misgroove it. My hips go back a little, trying to go a little too deep. My hips go back, and I can't even keep the weight up. I just go down. I mean, I don't even want to think about if that happened with no spotter arms there, because I just go down and then keep going. They wouldn't even be able to react that fast. That's scary to think about. I just got to stay focused on staying in that groove. All right, let's go. just want to recap the meet. I'm going to try not to make excuses. I'm just going to try to explain what happened. All right, so my goal going in was to get 460 on squat. That would be a PR without knee wraps. My heaviest squat ever was 480 with knee wraps. So 460 in sleeves, well, really no sleeves because I don't like sleeves. I just naked knees. That would be a PR. I got 445 2 weeks ago and it went fast. If you guys saw it, it was easy. So I was thinking 460 is definitely doable on meet day after resting for a week. My nerves were a little too much though. On 420, man, it was hard to focus on the cues, and in the hole I got shaky. I think you've seen it in the video. It came up decent though. So then I made my plan jump to 440. It was harder than I expected. It was a lot harder than I expected. It was a lot harder than it has been in training. So I said, you know what? Instead of going for 460, let's be a little conservative. And I went for 450. 450 felt good. 450 moved. Nice. I was happy with that. Going into bench, I didn't know what to expect. I haven't trained bench press in over 2 months. The last time I trained bench, I got 365 for 5. That was about 9 weeks ago. So I was going to be happy just to get 3 plates today. The dog's upset because I left her alone so long. But I surprised myself. I opened with 285. It flew. Felt like nothing. I went up 50 pounds to 335. That flew. Felt like nothing. So I said, okay, let's go 365. 365 moved fast. It felt good. It felt like I had a couple more in me. Only thing is, man, we started lifting at 10 a.m. Well, the meet started at 10 a.m. The first flight started at 10. I got there about 9:50. It was long, man. It was a long day. By the time, and I didn't eat all day because I was worried about throwing up like I did 2 weeks ago when I was pulling 6 plates. 365 ended up taxing my lower back. My lats, my lower lats like locked up on me. Got really tight. So it was a good thing I didn't go heavier than 365. Then there was a long break before we deadlifted. Like I just said, I threw up 2 weeks ago pulling 6 plates. My goal was 605. My all-time max I hit a few months ago was 600. After pulling 6 plates in training, I definitely felt like after resting, 605, I would have a competition. I opened up with 505. It flew. It felt great. I got a little pulled out of position, but the weight moved. It felt great. Made a 50-pound jump to 555. It was harder than I expected, man. It was a lot harder than I expected. It moved, but it was harder than I expected. So then I said, you know what? Let's be conservative. Let's just go for 585. That will get you a 1,400 total. You know, whatever. Let's just make the best we can out of this day. But in my head, I kept bringing the garbage can over to the deadlift platform because I didn't want to throw up all over the place and then mess the meat up because they'd have to take a half an hour to clean everything. And then the guys pulling 700 or better got to wait a half an hour before they get to pull. I might throw up on the meat director, the head judge standing in front of me. So it's in my head like, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up. 585, I got it off the ground. I never failed a deadlift that I got off the ground. When it's time to fight, I just quit, man. Honestly, I'll tell you, I quit. I gave up. Usually I don't do that. I fight through. Usually if a weight comes off the floor, I fight through. It just wasn't in me today. But whatever, man. You know, it was a long day. That was about 420. Like I said, I got there at 9:50, and it was about 420 when I failed that lift. Like I said, I'm making excuses when I said I wouldn't, but it is what it is. I'm just explaining to you guys. I didn't eat all day. I was thinking about throwing up, and it was a long day. So there's 3 excuses, even though I said I wouldn't make any. All right, guys. It is what it is. Thanks for riding with me.